Welcome back, guys. So we're down to the final piece of the body kit, which is the side skirts. I don't know how much modification it's going to require, but we're going to get started on this today. So excited to see what it looks like. Let's get to it. All right, so we got the old side skirt off, and honestly, this rocker looks better than I anticipated. I thought it was just gone or rusted all the way through or something. It's definitely some rust in some spots, but we're going to clean that up a little bit before we put the new one on. All right, so the next order of business is basically we've got to notch this. It won't let this lay flat. Okay, so if you're watching this as a how-to video, I figured I'd show you where I did my grinding. And basically, in order to get this to go all the way up to the body, at least at this point, you're going to have to grind all of this a considerable amount. I ground from here all the way back around to here, and it took me 2 rounds of doing this because I wasn't really sure exactly how far I had to actually grind to get this thing to actually line up. And even then, it's still not going to line up perfectly as you see. So it's just the way this thing is molded. I'll probably have to put another screw in here in order to get this thing to suck up to the thing. But even then, it's still going to have like this flex to it. Like you would literally have to put screws all the way across it. So something just to keep in mind, because once you actually have this thing on here, you're going to have to tell people when they're getting in and out of your car constantly, you know, like, don't scuff my body kit. The tools that I chose to use are basically just these like rotary sanding wheels. So I use 3 different sizes just to get the bulk of it done really fast, and then to do kind of the finer portions of it, I use this smaller one right here, and it seems to have worked out really well. Your corner is going to be a little bit tricky for you, so you know, if you've got like a rotary cutter instead, that may be better to get kind of that perfect angle if you're looking to get that. I'm fine with this right here. So on the front, I didn't really have to do anything to it. It was able to just fit on there with no problems, but that's not going to be the case for the driver's side, as you'll see here in a little bit. So on the driver's side, I put 1 screw right there, and I'll probably put some more in here because this does not want to lay flat. So we'll put some screws like over in this area right here, just to keep this as close to the body as possible. But the thing is, like, unless you put some all the way down through here, even if you put one in, it's still gonna like have this flex to it. So just something to think about. If you're dealing with that problem, you're not alone. It's just the way that this is molded. All right, we got the jack on the perfect pressure to calm down onto our wood. Alright, we got the driver's side pulled off now, and the rocker actually looks pretty decent on this side as well. A little tiny bit of surface rust, but we'll get that cleaned up. Not a big problem. Alright, so I figure while I'm here, I might as well get these calipers red, because I painted them blue originally, because I mean, like, blue was my favorite color. Is my favorite color? I don't really know anymore. Car's gonna be red, so never thought I would own a red car, but here we are. So once it's wrapped, of course. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and knock that out while we're doing that. So grinding, painting, all the good things. It's not exactly the same color, in my opinion. I was really hoping it'd be like this, but it's not. It's like that. So we're gonna eventually get a different kind of paint. Did the front one as well. It's not the color I really want. I mean, it doesn't really match like any of the other stuff, but it'll be all right. All right, we've got this driver's side mounted up. It looks pretty good. I really like the fitment on it now. It just took a little bit of grinding. So, you know, I had to grind this back almost flat. So on the driver's side, we had to grind on both the front and the back in order to get this to fit. The good thing was this right here seemed to be plenty of room as far as getting this up to the body, but the issue that I ran into was that I needed to grind this about 50% of the way, and then I ground the front area in the same fashion another 50%, just to kind of spread it out evenly. And then we stuck a couple screws in here to keep this thing sucked up to the body so that people have a harder time catching this right here. So the other 50% I was talking about on the front is right here, and you really can't even tell that I did it, but it makes it where it actually fits this really tight. So I honestly think that the driver's side came out better than the passenger side. And that's it. Let's get this thing out and take some decent shots of this thing. Alright, I'm glad we was able to get this body kit on to go along with the wide body kit. So that's done and it looks pretty good. We still have a lot of body work to do before we can actually do the wrap on this car, which will be coming. In the meantime, I need to get these back on, but I really don't want to drill holes in this bumper. So if you made it this far in the video, drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Should I add these back or should I just leave them off? Because it still looks pretty good without them. Does it look better with them? I honestly don't know. So the next video, we're probably going to be testing this stuff right here. So stay tuned for that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'm out.